So, man, Miss Ing, how do you take a 5 and turn it to a 10 in regards to the music on the write-up and stuff?
Well, just to kind of go a little bit what Sho was saying, like you can't undercut an artist. You can't minimize the possibility of an artist. Mm-hmm. So I think I kind of come in, and I listen to so much music, I kind of come in being like, I see where you could fit. I see where you were going with this. I like to take into consideration the fact that this is my perspective, right? And back in like 2016, there was this whole thing about not fucking with SoundCloud rappers. I don't know if you remember that. But like a lot of people were like, fuck SoundCloud rappers. And at that time, I was active. I was working really hard on my project, on my first mixtape, emailing producers, listening to beats, doing a whole bunch of work to get this project out. And obviously, I'm competing with other artists who are putting the same amount of work in to get their project out. No matter what the output looks like for them, they're putting in so much work to get this popping, right? And SoundCloud is one of the platforms that, I used at that time. And I kept thinking, how can you tell someone they not dope when you have no idea how much they put into making that happen, like to make that song get done? You don't know if they had to record that in a bathroom, take a train to get there, if it was raining, if it was the day after their mama died. Like, you don't know what this person went through to put up this song that you calling trash, right?
But, okay, and I hear you, sis. Let me be the devil's advocate on that one.
Right.
When you say you preparing them, because once he walks into that executive room.
Oh, no. I'm not saying they're not, the song is good because they went through so much to make it. What I'm saying is we can't minimize the possibility of an artist and dismiss them just because we think it's trash. Like if I hear it, I can go, okay, I can see where you were going with this. And to answer your question, how do you turn a 5 into a 10? I take into consideration what you went through to make that project happen. What was your inspiration? Sho, every time he does a review, like for an artist, he's always asking him, especially if it's good or bad, like, like, where are you from? Right? Kind of gives a little bit of a picture of what that person's going through. If somebody says, oh, I'm coming out of Texas, like, okay, well, you ain't even got legal weed out there, so you probably really trapping, you know what I mean? So we like to take into consideration where people are, who they are when we hear a song. Yeah, so when I hear a song, especially if I'm doing a write-up for a song, I want to take into consideration someone's experience when they made it and someone's experience when they listened to it. That's why one of the categories for write-ups is AirPods quality, because a lot of people are popping their AirPods in and listen to a song. Very rarely, I'm not saying that it's not happening, but people aren't really putting 8 songs on phones. If we thinking of being at the gym, walking up the street, walking through the mall, in life, people throw their AirPods in, they throw their earphones in. The train, wherever wherever they're traveling, even if they sit in the backseat of their car and their mama driving, they throw their AirPods in. The homie driving, they throw one AirPod in, So there's a whole category based on AirPods quality where I'm taking in consideration the engineering. I know what a song recorded in the bathroom sound like, but I've heard songs recorded in the bathroom that sound like they were recorded in multi-million-dollar studios. So I want to take into consideration the engineering, the quality. I want to take into consideration the lyricism. You may not have strong delivery, but your bars might be dope. You really might have great conception. So I want to listen to the entirety of the song. I want to listen to it a few times. I want to hear how the song lays on top of it, because again, you may not have great delivery, but your production might be just out the roof. You know what I mean? The beat may not be very strong, but your delivery may be great. Your delivery might not be strong, but that beat is just like crazy. And the two of y'all coming together just made a really dope song. But you could hear that song immediately and be like, that shit is trash.
So basically, this is the outlook from artists. You bring that shit to me, that shit trash.
Yeah.
I can't.
And that's why we work with indie artists so that we can prepare them when we send them out.
I respect it. But and it's crazy you make that point, because like I was thinking about it, Remember when Snoop was coming out, and people forget how long he worked with DOC in order to teach them how to write, how to rap, how to flow. How do you deal with these arrogant ass, dumb sons of bitches that basically ain't trying to hear your fucking opinion? That nigga hating. That nigga hating.
I was literally gonna say, you start, because mine is different than yours.
For me, I love them because I do top gas or trash on YouTube. Make sure you check it out, Plan A Radio on YouTube. We do that damn near every night. For me, I roast, so I don't give a fuck. It's like, yo, either you could take this advice or you get the fuck out my face. Like, you didn't pay me to lie to you. Like, you know what I mean?
Real
Like,
talk.
that's the thing, because if you pay me to lie to you, you got to go somewhere else, because then I'm watered down.
Yeah.
Niggas gonna be like, oh, he just getting paid, so he gonna tell them what they want to hear. I'm like, no, like, it's been niggas pay me 50 to 100. I'm like, yo, this shit trash, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I still give them advice, and it'd be like 3 other people on the screen. They'd be like, yo, you could do this, that, and the third. Shout out to my nigga Millie Maddock, you know what I'm saying? We got my nigga John Doe, we got my nigga Ben Frank. We all be on the screen together, so and I be in the background working. But long story short, man, I feel like if you're an artist, you gotta have an open mind. Because you can't just look at it from your perspective. You got to look at it from a third person's perspective. Like, if you wasn't you, would you listen to it? That's how I do it. I'm like, would I listen to this shit if this wasn't me? You know what I mean? I'm like, sometimes I'm like, hell no, I got to switch this shit up.
Yeah.
So you got to be real conscious and really figure it out, because just because you don't mean that your music is always going to be perfect.
Real talk.
You know, so I say take criticism.